He is correct right now. And let me see if it's working. Yes, I guess. So, hello everyone. This is Ghastly here, and today we are going to continue where we left off the previous day. That is day number 4. This is day number 5. So, we are going to learn English through Duolingo, and we completed some of the chapters in the previous stream in the section 1 and unit number 3, right? So in the last session we had a discussion about a love note, which is in this one, right? So we shall continue with this one. Describe a day in college. Prove your proficiency.
Are you going to the dining hall now?
Are you going to the dining hall now? So we have to pick the right word.
Dining. Meaning.
Dining is
Dining.
the right here. Hopefully, you all know what is a dining hall, a place where you gather with others or like solo and eat food like dinner, lunch, or whatever. While the professor gave a lecture, the students dash and took notes. So, what did the students do when the professor actually gave a lecture? What does a student do in real life when a professor gives a lecture? Ask questions and write notes, right? So, and there is one more thing, since writing is not in there, because it's already in here, like took notes is basically writing the details that the lecturer is giving to the students. So there is one more thing that a professor gives and student does, is that is listening to those lectures. Okay.
My professor has asked 3 of us to do research with her next fall. I'm very excited because we can learn so much from her.
Okay, so a professor or his professor has asked the 3 of them. He must be referring to other 2 more people to research with her on something. So the guy is kind of excited because of that, because he can learn something more from her. Like learning alone is a different thing, and learning with other peoples is a different experience. So that's why this guy is excited. The speaker probably was a very good student, does not like the professor, feels bored in laboratories. So does not like the professor is not really the answer here, because he's excited about working or researching with him, so he must really like the professor. So that is the wrong answer. Feels bored in laboratories. He would not feel bored if he was really excited about researching about something. So since he is a good student, that only then he wants to be learn he wants to learn some more things about his subject, right? Only good student does that. Otherwise, people like me really don't care about the lessons given by the teachers. If I had learned earlier, I would not be here, right. Anna lives in a dorm because she is a dash. So Anna is a character here, which is this, and she lives in a dorm because she is a well-known dish. No, that's not true. Famous musician. A famous musician, if she is a famous musician, she does not need to be living in a dorm. Who lives in a dorm? Dorm is basically a place where students can reside. Okay. So basically, if she is a student, then she must be a college student here. And as we can see, one of the option is college student. My professor had asked 3 of us to do. So this is the same sentence that we just saw, and we are gonna fill it up with the research.
Ask Tom if you have a question about your science test. He loves science, especially chemistry. I think he's in the laboratory now.
Okay, the speaker knows that Tom likes science. Yes, that's true. Tom hates chemistry. No, Tom is in. He is Tom. So in the sentence here, the professor or whatever the guy he is has told that if you want to know about the science test, then you should ask about Tom because he loves science and chemistry is a part of science, so he cannot hate chemistry. The second option is wrong here. Tom likes science, that is true. I think he is in the laboratory now. So, laboratory is a place where like people experiment using chemicals, or there could be another laboratory regarding the physics that like there are physical instruments that is used for physics, I guess. So yeah, he's not, basically he's not in his dome right now. Dome is just, I told you about that. Dome is not, is a place where students reside after taking their lectures if their home is far away, so that they can have a better access to the colleges and lessons. Okay.
Do you know when you will pick your classes for next semester? Like, pick.
Do you know when you will pick your classes for next semester? So she is asking when she is gonna start learning for his next semester. So I guess there is a timeline, and she's asking when, on which particular date, you are gonna start learning or attending your classes for the next semester. So this is again the same sentence, but with this one we had to fill the word. That is the laboratory. I guess this is the right spelling. Yes.
Let's review for the Chinese test. What is this word?
Let us review. Reviewing is basically going through the uh, context, like a lesson or something like that. Like going through it again, but not really deeply, going like upper level or something like that. I told Ben dash the meaning of the words. I said, Ben dash the meaning of this word in English. I told Ben to say the meaning of the words. So first we are gonna go with
To
this one.
say.
I told Ben to say. I told someone to say this. Okay, like I told Ben to say the meaning of the words, like kind of commanding him to say a particular meaning of specific word. So after that, again he's using the same kind of words, but there is a difference here, that right after he says I said, that is, this time he is telling us that what did he actually said to him. So he said, Ben, say the meaning of this word. Okay.
Say.
Lily is writing an essay for her English class.
Lily is writing an essay for her English class.
Excuse me, Professor Lee. I have a question. Did you tell us to study Chapter 9 and 10 for homework, or just Chapter 9?
So he's asking from Professor Lee whether he told them to study chapter 9 and 10 for homework, like he's just confirming it, that whether he just told them, the teacher, the Professor Lee, to study chapter 9 and 10, or just the chapter number 9. The speaker is, who is the speaker? Professor Lee's dentist? No. You know who is the dentist? Because a dentist is someone who uh, operates on your teeth, like a teeth doctor, something like that, right? And then there's Professor Lee's boss. No, he's not a boss. And Professor Lee's student. Yes, that's correct. So Professor Lee's student.
Yes, it's a little confusing.
Yes, it's a little confusing. Confusing is basically something that is not really easy to understand. Excuse me, Professor Lee, I have a question. Did you tell us to study chapter so it is again the same sentence? I guess we are getting the same sentences over and over, and we all have to do is just fill up the blanks. Professor Lee told Dash change our incorrect answer. Professor Lee told us us to change our incorrect answer. So professor told them to
Us. Two.
change their incorrect answer.
Yes, they look so similar.
Yes, they look so similar. Students at dash lectures and classes in university buildings every day. So what does students do in the buildings every day? They do something, right? What do? They listen, they write notes, but they also do another thing, that is attend. Attend is basically uh like being physically present at the place where lecture or some kind of knowledge is being given. Okay. I hate waiting for my exam results. I'm so nervous to know how dash I dash. So let us fill in the blanks with what we have here. If we are gonna go with cute and looked, I'm so nervous to know how cute I looked. He just gave an exam and he is worrying about how cute he looked. Do you think that is the correct answer? No, right? And then there is this well and slept. I hate waiting for my exam results. I'm so nervous to know how well I slept. So, do you want to know after giving exam results, you want to know how well you slept, or you want to know how did you actually do in your exams? Like, uh, what is the level like? How well is basically what do you think about the exam and how good it went? Okay, so we are gonna go with the first. Zero mistakes. Yay! I guess we are learning slowly at a steady place, and we are just started. We have started. Started. So you this see this blue icon here? I actually missed like doing the streak on this day because I was working a lot on that day and I was not really able to do. So I had to freeze my streak. So we just completed this and we cannot do this because this comes under the max and max is not cheap. Oh shit. What just happened? I do not know why it closed on my own, guys. So yes, I gotta go again and go click it. Duolingo. I will have to cut it out. Yes. So this is the alarm clock idea. Okay.
Welcome to Ideas with B, where people share their interesting business projects.
Okay. Let us see
I'm
what's
B,
this
and if I
about.
like your business idea, we can work together. But first, here are some words you need to know.
some words that we need to know before. Scheduling is basically setting up a particular date for a particular task or work. Okay, schedule is something like that. And then yells. Yells is basically screaming at someone. Okay, screaming like, oh, hey, no. Okay. And then there is late. Late is basically when you are mm, not on time at a particular place. Like on a particular lecture, you are always mean to be on time and not late, like for schools, right? And then there is bus. Do I need to tell really what is a bus? No, right? So let us go and hear what they
Yells.
yells is yells.
Schedule.
Schedule.
Bus.
Bus.
Late.
Late. Okay.
Hi, B. I'm Marilyn. Have you ever been late because you didn't wake up on time?
Marilyn asked about being late. That's correct.
Oh, yes, Marilyn. I hate being late. What's your idea?
I made an alarm clock that yells, hurry up if you're late. It's very loud. If you're late, it's very loud.
If you are late, then it's very loud.
Wow, that sounds useful. I'm always busy in the morning. Tell me more about it.
The clock checks the time in your schedule. If you're late, it shouts, hurry up. It keeps shouting until you get out of bed.
Okay, so it keeps shouting until you get out of the bed. Most of the people, what do they do? Like in the movies or in any kind of entertainment, they would just get rid of the alarm clock. And you know what happens after that? Like the alarm clock silences, and then there is another silence. No, there is another alarm clock. So this is basically a kind of like a business strategy, because if it is not stopping on its own, then you are making the users of it to destroy it and rebuy it. Like this is a really nice strategy to profit from the alarm clocks. Marilyn clocks shout if you are late when it rains in the afternoon, so if you are late.
That's so funny. Does it work well in dorms? College students are often late.
Yes, it's great in dorms or homes. And it helps with things like finishing essays or catching a bus. And it helps with things like finishing essays or catching a bus. And it helps with things like finishing essays or catching a bus.
Things like finishing and helps.
I love it. The yelling feels like a friend saying, get moving. Can I change the sound?
Yes, you can choose different voices or sounds. Some are funny, others are very serious.
Perfect. I think your idea is brilliant. I hate being late, so it's perfect for me. Let's work together.
Wow, is that all? So what was this episode about? A coffee machine? Not we already just only talked about what? Alarm clocks. And on top of that, a very loud alarm clock. This
Thanks for
episode
listening to
kind of
Ideas with
was
B. See you
so
next time.
small. Wow. Okay, we are in top 10. I guess no. Oh shit. We are in top 15. No thanks. No thanks. Let us go ahead with. Okay, we are catching up. Wow. We
Essay
are
pages, notes, lamp.
SAPG's Notes and Lamp.
Hello, seekers of interesting things. Today, I went on a little adventure around my Grandma Lucy's apartment and found some hidden treasures under stacks of paper and, a lamp that used to work.
Okay, so She went on a little adventure around her grandma Lucy's apartment, and she found some treasures, according to her, under stacks of paper and a lamp that used to work. Who knew
Unpacking could be
unpacking
so
could be so?
exciting.
This is what I
This
have.
is what I have today.
Okay, let's see what she found.
Essay pages, $3.
Say pages $3. Okay,
These are some essay pages I found in my best friend Bee's backpack.
okay. So there are some essay pages which were kept in the backpack of her best friend. What was the name of the best friend? Is B. B. Lynn says the essay pages came from B's backpack. That's true.
She must
She must have danced a song that's out of context here, written a book, no, forgotten them. So if you found something out of something, inside something of someone else, then they must have somewhere forgotten them inside it because if you found them, then they
have
forgot them.
forgotten them. The pages are filled with Bee's thoughts on life as a student.
The pages are filled with these thoughts on life as a student. So the essays that are written are filled with uh, the thoughts of B, the grandmother of the speaker, right? And what is written inside them is life as a student. Choose the option that means ideas. Ideas are basically thoughts. Thoughts. Okay.
If you're writing an essay and need ideas, these pages can be a big help.
Okay. Lynn suggests the pages have helpful essay ideas. Yes, that's correct.
Plus, you can use them for doodling or as a paper airplane.
Yeah, I can prefer using them as a airplane. Like
Review notes, $2.
so, the next thing is review notes we found in the the
Are you
treasure she
getting ready
found.
for a test?
This is the review notes. Are you getting ready for a test?
I found these review notes under a pile of laundry.
Found these review notes in a pile of laundry. A pile of laundry, basically dirty clothes. A bunch of dirty clothes. Okay. Lynn found Lil, Lynn found notes under clothes. Under dirty clothes. Yes.
They discuss the meaning of a song and they have a lot of underlined words. I don't know if the answers are correct, but they look interesting.
Okay. So what is written in those review notes is the meaning of a song. It is written that meaning of a song is written in those review notes, and some words have been underlined on those notes. But she wonders if the answers were correct or not. But
Broken lamp,
surely they look
$1.
interesting to her. Broken lamp. And let's see.
This is a lamp I found in our living room. It belonged to Granny Lucy, but now it's broken.
She found a lamp, a broken lamp, and
It
it
might
does
be
not
confusing to
work.
use
Yeah,
it as a
right.
lamp,
It
but
might.
it can look cool on your patio. Or, use it as a piece of art.
Okay, so she suggests that since that object, the broken lamp is broken, you can use it as a piece of art, like a showpiece. Okay, or you can put it on your patio. Patio is a place where an outdoor area by a house. We eat dinner on the patio. Okay, I guess you understood where what it means. An outdoor area by a house, restaurant, or something like that. Like basically a dinner room, but it is not inside your house. It is
That's
outside.
all I have today.
Okay.
Call, text, or email me.
Okay. Nobody is gonna buy a broken lamp from you. I do not think anyone would like. I guess some people would buy it since it is only one color, I guess. A broken lamp is now decorated. Still works perfectly. No. Is B's favorite? No. There is no mention of is B's favorite, but we can use it as a decorative material. Only we are at where I am actually. So we caught up with everything and let us continue. I'm nervous about the written exam because I don't like. So a guy or a girl is nervous about the written exam. If you are nervous about the written exam, why would not you like? There must be a reason that you don't like or what nervous about it, right? So why it is so? Since it is a written exam, speaking the answers is out of context and running fast is also out of context. Because I don't like writing essays.
How many pages did you type for your essay?
How many pages did you type for your essays? Well, when I was a student, I always used to write 1.5 page, like as I graduated from one class to another. The length of the essays kept increasing. So from like if you can say that like when I was in first grade or something, my essay length were about half of the page, and then they kept increasing to like 1 page, and then like 1.5 page, 2 pages, and so on, something like that. So how many pages did you type for your essay? The teacher told Ben to dash in the front row of seats. So what did teacher told Ben to live in the front row of seats? No, you would not live. The teacher told Ben to try in the front row of seats. Try what? Like try is a you cannot try this, right? You can only sit on the or stand on the something like that. You can do some action on it, and that is proper action that really defines here, that really matches the context here is the sit. Like you would like the teacher told Ben to sit in the front row of seats. Okay.
Chapter 1 has only 3 pages.
Chapter 1 has only 3 pages. Chapters are basically what?
Brian takes a lot of notes during class. At night, he reviews his notes and tries to remember the most important information.
After Ryan, after Ryan takes notes, he never looks at them again. He forgets about them. He studies them. So he studies them is the right answer, right?
Brian takes a lot of notes during class. At night, he reviews his notes and tries to remember the most important information.
Yeah, so he studies them because she just mentioned about reviewing the notes he took at like he
Is
reviews
there a
at
lot to review?
night. Is there a lot to review?
Is there a lot to review?
So he's asking if there is a lot of context that they need to study again. My teacher told dash and another dash read 5 chapters of this book. My teacher told me to read 5 chapters of this book.
Me, too.
Oh, why are my answers incorrect?
Oh, why are my answers incorrect? So he must because they are wrong, I guess. Yes, the intermediate dash is still too hard for me. The intermediate desk. No, the intermediate class is still too hard for me. So the intermediate here is kind of a defining a kind of a level of class. Okay, like there is a basic level, and then there is intermediate, and then there is experienced, or like proficient, something like that. So this defines the difficulty of something. Okay, and since we are talking about difficulty, the only thing that we can use it with is the class could be of different difficulties, like the easy class, intermediate classes, hard classes, right?
Class.
No, I don't want to be late. Hurry up.
No, I don't want to be late. Hurry up. This is the right sentence she spoke.
Anna and I share a room in the dorm.
Emma and
Anna and I share a room in the dorm.
okay, she's Anna and not Emma. Anna and I share a room in the dorm. Is this correct?
Anna and I share a room in the dorm.
Yes.
Yes, I'm reviewing the words for the test.
Yes. I'm reviewing the words, the test. Okay. Another 100%. Okay, we are finally in, not really in, but on the border of top 10. Like literally on number 10. We shall reach number 8 by today itself.
Ask Tom if you have a question about your science test. He loves science, especially chemistry. I think he's in the laboratory now.
This is again the same sentence that we earlier discussed about, and Tom really likes science, and most importantly, he especially loves chemistry.
Do you know where I can print my certificate?
Do you know where I can print my certificate? Certificate.
There's a really nice pen on my desk, but it's not mine. All my pens are black, but this one is blue. Whose pen is it?
Who is talking about a pen that is not his, since he already always carry pens that are black, and this pen that he is carrying is blue.
My best friend and I attend all the same classes.
Again, the attend here, like physical presence of your being to attend something, learn something. Dash each description dash with the correct picture. Put each description to sleep with the correct answer, with the correct picture. That's not correct. Put each description together with the correct picture. Yes, that's the right answer.
I always underline my book with this pen.
I always underline my book with this pen. So underlining is basically picking out a specific word that you want to uh, look through again. Okay.
Hey, Lisa. Do you want to meet at the dining hall for lunch after the test? I didn't eat a big breakfast, so I know I'm going to be hungry.
Okay, so he's asking Lisa if she's willing to eat dinner or lunch with him later.
Cool. How many people are attending?
Cool. How many people are attending? Okay.
I think I'll pick advanced physics, English 2, and intermediate Spanish. How about you? Do you know what courses you're going to pick?
What are they talking about? So the girl just taught about some of the subjects here, right? The subjects that she is going to study in the next classes or something like that. Yeah.
I like listening to Mrs. Smith's lectures.
I like listening to Mrs.
I like listening to Mrs. Smith's lectures.
Smith's lectures. Oh,
Yes, it's a little
that's the first time
confusing.
I saw that.
Yes, it's a little confusing.
Yes, it's a little confusing.
Yes, we do sound very similar.
Yes, we do sound very. Okay, you are acing English with an average accuracy of 95%. So this is all that I have, like this is all the progress I have till since I have been learning the English course. Only at 61. Prove your legend. Complete this extra hard challenge and level up to legendary. Okay, let us try one of them and see what happens. Okay, let us see what is this legendary channel they are talking about. Okay, 2040, what is this?
Excuse me, Professor Lee. I have a question. Did you tell us to study Chapter 9 and 10 for homework, or just Chapter 9?
What is the speaker asking? How much should they read? How much can they write? How long should they sit? So he's about asking about what they should read, like whether they should read chapter number 9 and 10 or just number 9. Yeah. Oh my god, so basically there are 40 questions in this. I guess we are gonna complete this one and gonna end this stream because it's gonna take a lot of time and I know you guys will get bored. I don't know how to translate that word into. So he's already talking in English and he wanna translate a word. Okay, so out of all the options here, Europe is a country, America is a country, TV is a physical item, and French is the right answer here because French is the language.
French.
Excuse me, Professor Lee, I have a question. Did you tell us to study? Oh my god, how many times do we need to see the same question? Just get over with it. I always ask Anna dash help. I asked her dash to take me to my dorm. I always ask Anna for help. I asked her to take me
Two.
to my dorm.
I'm taking Professor Jones' class in the spring. My roommate told me to attend every lecture because he's a very good teacher.
Okay, the teacher is talking, the speaker is talking about what? A class he's going to take, a class he will never take, a class he already took. So I'm taking Professor Jones' class in this spring. So it is something that he is going to take in future. So that's first one. Tom dash Lisa go to the dining hall with. Do you know dash her roommate is? Tom, who does? So we are asking a question here. So that's why we are going with who does. Because does here implies that we are kind of asking a question from Tom.
Who does?
Do you know who her team or roommate is? Oh, shit.
Who?
I'm stumbling again. I'm taking Professor Jones' class in the spring. My roommate told me to attend every lecture. What did you do with attending? Like you attend lecture, right? What do you do with attending a class? You attend lecture. Do you know why the campus is so crowded?
The cat is.
The teacher told us to read 2 stories. Then he asked, how are the stories similar and how are they different? Which is your favorite?
A teacher told us to read 2 stories. Then he asked, "How are the stories similar and how are they different? Which is your favorite?" The students needed to answer some questions, write a long story, choose a favorite teacher. No, so the first answer is the correct answer here. Like, what did he ask the questions? Questions were about what did they find similar in the story and how are they different with each other. Nice job. Here's 20 XP. Okay, so this is about the XP, guys. I thought this is about the number of the questions in the current lesson the legendary lesson we are attending. Do you know dash words we should underline? Do you know which words, where and when are supposed to be used at other contexts? Like where is used for like when you are looking for something and it is kind of telling us a location, like where is that, where is this, where is your friend, like asking the location. And when is used for the timing, when did that happen, right? So which is something we choose out of a lot of things. Which,
Do you know when we will pick classes?
do you know when we,
Do you know when we will pick classes?
I do not really understand what he is saying, that that specific word is really toned down right there.
Do you know when we will pick classes?
When we pick classes, I guess that's what he is saying. When we pick classes.
Do you know when we will pick classes?
Okay, so he also said pick here. Okay, I should have read the sentence myself because without will, this sentence does not make any sense, right? So this is bad from my side, like this kind of a
Today's
mistake.
test was hard.
Today's test
This isn't
was
the
hard.
intermediate class. The advanced class is going to be even more difficult.
So he just said that test they took was hard. And since this they are already talking about a intermediate class and test is hard, third and first question, first option are incorrect and the second option is true because they took a test.
Do you know where the laboratory is?
Do you know where the laboratory? He's asking the direction or the location of the laboratory.
Hey, Kevin! Did you finish your essay? The professor told us to write 2 pages, right? I only have 1 page right now.
So he just mentioned that teacher had told them to write 2 pages and yet he only wrote 1 page. That question was too confusing. Everybody put the dash answer. If something is confusing, then most of the people would be incorrect about it, right? So incorrect is another word of wrong.
There were 5 desks in every row.
There were 5 desks in every row.
I was studying to get a certificate in teaching, but now I'm thinking about building computers. Computers don't ask a lot of questions.
Okay, so she is about some kind of computers and the job she wants to do. If that's not your test, then dash is it whose name is written on top. If that's not your test, then whose name, then whose is it? So since we are applying whose here, we are uh, kind of want to, if that's not your test, like if it is not my test, then who does it belong to? So that is when we use whose, like when we want to belong something to other, like in the questioning sentence. Okay. Yay, we completed legendary test without any mistake. Wow, you earned legendary on this level. Wow, nice. I guess I will have to complete all of them to get the legendary. So legendary is something what you get after you complete a chapter and then you do it again. So basically when you are reviewing it, you should do with the legendary one. Okay. There's one more chapter left, I guess. Let's see. Eddie's
His art
art
commentary.
commentary.
Oscar and Eddie walk into a gallery's wine and cheese night. The room is quiet and full of art lovers.
Oscar and Eddie walk into a gallery's wine and cheese night. The room is quiet and love art.
All right,
Yeah.
Eddie, listen. Do not say anything embarrassing. And please, don't eat too much cheese.
Okay.
Got it. Cheese and quiet. Easy.
Okay.
They walk up to a painting with a long description next to it.
The painting has a long description nearby, no description at all, bright colors next to it. So the sentence above just tells us that the painting that they just came near to has a long description.
What does that sign say?
Eddie asks about the sign's meaning.
It's the description of the painting. It explains the meaning.
It is the description of the painting. It explains the meaning. Okay,
Oh, like a story?
like a story.
Eddie squints at the description.
Dreams of the melting future. That sounds like a children's book.
What? That's not a book. It's not even similar to a book.
Dreams of the melting future. So, what are the questions here? Like, they are kind of talking with each other. So, what do I do about
What
this?
about this one? The confusion of time and memory?
I guess
Sounds
there
like
are
the title of a
some
confusing school essay.
context written on the image is drawn. Okay, and the context written is some kind of title written on those. The confusion of time and memory, something like that, and this dreams of the melting future. Like the sentence or whatever the word is written here kind of gives a description or a context about what that drawing is up, right? Since they are in a art gallery, Eddie suggests the title sounds like a good novel. So where did he? Well, that's not who is. Eddie suggests the title sounds like a yes, that's right. Oh shit, we had a mistake. First mistake in this session. So who is the Eddie here, right? Eddie squints at the description. Who is the Eddie here? Alright, Eddie. Okay, so this blonde guy. is the Eddie. Okay. Eddie suggests the title sounds like a good novel. Where did he suggest that? What about this one? The Confusion of Time. Sounds like the title of a confusing school essay. Okay, so actually I didn't read this, right? It may
Eddie,
be the
stop.
mistake of
People are
not
looking at
reading.
us.
So yeah, make sure you actually read the whole sentence, guys. That's why I made the mistake here. Eddie, stop. People are looking at us.
Oscar tries to
Yeah,
move
just
away,
keep your thoughts
but
to
Eddie follows
yourself.
him to Oscar's own painting.
Wait, this is your art. Why doesn't it have a cool title like those?
So he's asking about why does not this picture does not have a cool title? Awesome is basically cool.
It's called Blue Echo. It's already perfect.
It's called Blue Echo. So here he has already titled the name of his.
It's nice, but
It's nice, but it's not cool for him
What now?
right now.
I think it's the best one here.
I think it is the best one here.
Eddie talks loudly about why Oscar's work is amazing.
Okay.
The gallery director hears him and smiles.
So since he's talking too much and loudly, the gallery director, which must be around them, saw him talking about the art of Eddie. No, what's the name of this guy? The guy with the mustache. Oscar.
Afterward, she invites Oscar to a solo
Afterward, she invites Oscar to a solo exhibition, concert experiment exhibition.
exhibit.
Well, I guess your loud mouth helped me this time.
Okay, so it is kind of helped Oscar since Eddie was talking too loud, right?
See? I'm your lucky charm, Oscar.
Okay. Okay, the gallery director closed the gallery early. No, bought Eddie's painting, invited Oscar to an exhibition. That's true. Why did the director invite Oscar to an exhibition? Okay, I guess the director invited Oscar to the exhibition because the director liked the art drawn by Oscar very much. I guess that's the major reason. And yes, that's the major reason, I guess. Pum, pum. And we are at 83% because we made a mistake. Not you guys, but I made a mistake. Yay! We are in the top 4 and we have 2 more days to cover up the rest of the ladder. I will try to do this, but let's see. Cannot say anything. This is the last, literal last. Collect your Unity trophy by passing this challenge.
I'm taking Professor Jones' class in the spring. My roommate told me to attend every lecture because he's a very good teacher.
Because he liked the lectures. Lisa, when does the laboratory close?
When
And
does?
do you know when the laboratory
When?
opens? I'm taking Professor Jones' class in the spring. My roommate told me to attend every lecture because he's a very good teacher.
Hey, Lisa. Do you want to meet at the dining hall for lunch after the test? I didn't eat a big breakfast, so I know I'm going to be hungry.
The speaker is talking about food. The professor told the college students dash essays. The professor told the college students to write 2 essays.
Hey, Kevin! Did you finish your essay? The professor told us to write 2 pages, right? I only have 1 page right now.
He's his classmate because he just mentioned about some other guy that is professor. So he cannot be a parent or professor, but classmate.
Do you know which words we should underline?
Do you
You.
know
No.
which
Which?
words
Word.
we should underline?
Underline.
So there should be a question mark as well here because we are actually asking a question whether we which one should we underline. Lily is dash an essay for her English class. Lily is writing
Writing.
an essay.
A description is when you explain what something is or how somebody looks in few words.
So what does description means? Homework, instructions, a short report, a book about dreams. No, it is about a short report or homework instruction. It could be anything. We are gonna go with a short report. Yeah.
Yes, they look so similar.
Yes. A mistake in the final chapter sheet. They look so similar. They looked so similar. Sheet. So I made a present tense to a past tense. Yes. I need to attend my lecture now. So tata bye bye.
Lecture.
Oh, why are my answers incorrect?
Answers.
Answers, okay?
Yes, they look so similar.
Yes. Finally, we completed the lesson, guys. We completed the lesson, and I made a mistake again. So we made two mistakes today. Well, that's really bad. Only one more unit to increase your English score. Okay, we shall do it the next time. So we completed unit number 3, guys, and we shall. And yay! Finally, I'm in the top 3. We completed section 1, unit number 3, and we shall start with the unit number 4, which is about discuss your work experience. Okay, so we shall do this again later. And my god, there are so many chapters in there. I guess we are gonna go ahead with 5 chapters in a stream or something like that. Right? So, yeah, I guess that's all for today. And hopefully, you learned something new. I shall see you in the next one. Okay. Until then, keep learning, keep growing, and remember.